Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Gull Lake United Methodist Church's daily devotion. And today is the devotion for Monday, October 3rd. Here we are, it's October. The title of our devotion is Overcoming Challenges, and our author is Marty Smith, who is writing to us from Pennsylvania. So we always start out with a passage from the Bible, and today we're in the book of Psalm, and it's Psalm 86, verses 1 through 7. Now, this psalm is titled A Prayer of David, and it's actually 17 verses long. But we are only going to read verses 1 through 7. And I'm reading from the New International Version. Hear, O Lord, and answer me, for I am poor and needy. Guard my life, for I am devoted to you. You are my God. Save your servant who trusts in you. Have mercy on me, O Lord, for I call to you all day long. Bring joy to your servant, for to you, O Lord, I lift up my soul. You are forgiving and good, O Lord, abounding in love to all who call to you. Hear my prayer, O Lord. Listen to my cry for mercy. In the day of my trouble, I will call to you, for you will answer me. So let's hear the devotion from Marty, and it starts with a Bible verse, and today it is from this reading. It is Psalm 86, verse 7, the last verse that we just read. In the day of my trouble, I call on you, for you will answer me. So this is Marty's devotion. After a difficult shoulder surgery, I was severely limited in my daily activities and spent many of my days alone. I developed anxiety, and according to my counselor, a form of PTSD. I was depressed, lost weight, and couldn't sleep. I was shaking uncontrollably. I was overwhelmed with negative thoughts. Daily, I would call out to God, "Please help me, God. I can't live like this." One afternoon, a voice in my mind said, "You'll make it." Just that simple phrase. Soon after, with the proper medications, much prayer, professional counseling, and the support of my wonderful wife, I began to recover. I would not wish this experience on anyone, but through all of this, I gained new understanding and concern for mental health issues, as well as a better relationship with God. When I learned how to truly open myself to God's Spirit and strength, God really did answer me in my time of need. Marty shares a pretty personal devotion, filling us in on all that he's gone through after he had his surgery on his shoulder. I like a couple things that he says here. One is how he finishes it. He learned after he had been in the storm and came out of it and looked back on everything he'd gone through, his takeaway and what he learned was that he needed to truly open himself to God's Spirit and strength, and that then he could realize that God really did answer me in his time of need. And then the other thing that stuck out to me is the support that he got from his wife. And I am going to be giving the message October 9th at our church, and that's what I will be talking about. I'll be talking about the signs that God gives us, but that we are called then to take that message and that empowerment from him and be his sign, be a sign of God, be his hands and feet. And I think, and that reminded me of my message that I'm going to give when Marty talks about the support from his wife and how she then was part of his strength, and because of her being part of his sign from God and being God's hands and feet. So the thought for the day as you go through your day is, God truly listens to me in my times of need. Yes, and that's a message we get here from the upper room, that God is always with us. And I still like how Pastor a couple weeks ago called them the storms of our life. You know, there are in our journey, in our time here, there are storms that we're going to go through, but He is with us. He helps us through it, and it is after we step back and get through that storm that we look back and see that we've changed, that we've learned, that we've grown. And that is what Marty has shared with us. And his feeling that God truly did listen to him after all. And so with that, we come to the close of our devotion. So we always end in a prayer. And we have a prayer focus today, and that is mental health counselors. So if you know of anybody specific, keep that person in your prayers. If not, just pray for mental health counselors in general as they help those people that are going through the storms in their life. So today, let's close with a prayer. Heavenly Father, thank you for your strength and your love that sustain us in our daily lives. Amen. So I hope there's been parts of this devotion that you can take with you today and think about as you finish out your Monday and go into your week. And I hope to have you back here joining me again. Thank you for that. And join me again next Monday. And that you come having a week that has left you feeling blessed. Take care. Bye-bye.